money aside, the pain that the mother go through is madness. Needles every day.
So now we have talked about more of the emotional reasons, why we might or might not want to have children. So now let's talk about the more physical reasons. So actually some of my friends, they only start to think of having kids when until a certain age, because kind of fertility declines as you age, right? So have you ever heard of eggs freezing, freezing your eggs before?
So I think this is a very good idea. But there's some criteria to whether we can freeze the egg. Is it something like that?
I think you need to be legally married and of a certain age. I know for Singapore last time they only allowed it for people with health reasons, but now they allowed it for legally married couples that want to preserve their eggs. Yeah, but there are still some rules, and the cost of it is also very high. I think it's 13K if I'm not wrong. But even that one is just to store for 1 year. Then if you want to store for the next few years,
1 year.
I think so. It's paying rent to freeze your eggs, that kind of thing.
Well, I didn't know about the cost, but having this option is very, very good. Especially if you know that you want to have children in future, just not now.
It's kind of like an insurance to have a baby in the future,
Yes,
that kind of thing.
It is a very painful process to want to have and not be able to conceive. Yeah. So I find that having this option is a very good avenue for those who can afford. Yeah. Then again, like I say, sometimes they can freeze now. It also depends on whether they can carry it later.
Yeah, the process of childbirth and all that stuff.
Because it requires the embryo to put in the body, right?
Yeah.
So the mother will be have to carry. The good thing is if everything is healthy, you can get somebody to carry lah.
Yeah.
Still can produce. So I thought these options are very good to have accessibility to.
Do you have friends that went through this?
The freezing egg, I don't really know. But I do have many friends that go through IVF, many, and they are very costly. Yeah, so money aside, the pain that the mother go through is madness. Needles every day, and then I saw my neighbor go through it 4 times. Yeah, so I told my spouse then we tried, we don't have, I also don't have. So I say, if we don't have, then don't have lah. I'm not going through the IVF. You look at her, she's so in pain. Then we just forget it lah. If you really want, we adopt lah. I feel that all the ladies who went through this, they are very brave. They sacrifice a lot to have the child. Yeah, so this is how precious the children is to them.
I saw you agreeing very
Yes, because I once watched a documentary about this egg freezing. Yeah, it's a process they pick up the egg. It's very painful. It's a torture.
I saw you need to go through multiple injections to kind of preserve the egg and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But will you ever do it in the future? I mean, yeah.
For now, I don't consider it, but in the future, I also don't consider.
Okay.
Yeah, because I very firmly know that
so
I
really
won't
nothing will change your mind.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. But usually, because now, I mean, there's this option to freeze eggs, but on all that stuff, right? Then one of our colleagues during our lunchtime also mentioned that one of the reasons why she do not want to have a child is also because of childbirth. Yeah, how was the whole process for you? Do you think it's worth it?
Now childbirth is a blessing compared to last time. Last time when my mom gave birth to us, she say don't have epidural.
Huh? Wait, then how?
Just brave the pain and push. So the whole hospital is I don't know, everybody's screaming. I cannot imagine.
Oh my god.
But nowadays already with the epidural, right? So I have friends who give birth. Some of them took the shot later, and later on too late. and then the doctor say cannot administer anymore, so they also brave the pain. So with that experience, I know the moment I go into the hospital, the nurses and doctor will ask me, do you want to have epidural? I say yes, now.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I had the goosebumps just now.
It is almost painless. Almost painless, as in like when it's time to push, they will say let's reduce the dose so that you can feel the pain.
Oh,
Then-
so to get used to it, is it?
To feel a bit of pain so that when the child is ready to come out, you can complement the child to push alongside. Otherwise, you can't feel, you don't know when to push, right? So they need us to have a little bit of feeling. So they will, the doctor will start to say that, okay, can you feel something now? Can you feel something now? I think I feel too much, or I respond too late. So although I still have the dose, but during the pushing time is really painful. I will say that it is how you control the dose. Yeah, then they will say that if you really need it, you can have a double shot during the childbirth, that kind of thing. So a lot of support is given now. Childbirth is not as painful as it used to be, and there's still a group of women that feels that they can do without it.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's your choice. You can choose to have the epidural. You can have the fully sedated birth also can.
Oh, how does that
Then
work?
in the operation
Oh, it's the C-sec.
yeah, can C-sec. So C-sec, some are they are awake and then C-sec ma. Some is completely sleeping one also can. Or epidural is natural birth without so much the full strength pain. So I felt childbirth now has a lot of support. Yeah, so you can choose what is best for you and best for your child.
Wow, I think because I saw a lot of like those social media videos about childbirth, then like the epidural, what is it, the needle is like so big or something, it goes to your spine, right? Is it spine?
And to the back lah. So this doctor, you imagine, right, every day don't know how many people they poke. So it's just like professional, you trust them to do what they can do for you. Yeah, and then you choose. Even operation also got risk ma, right? Even if we go for a knee operation or a hand operation, also got risk. So it's just equal. But what we can do is we can trust the professionals to do what they do best every day. So not so much to worry.
But did the pain like really like just subside when you saw Weslyn come out?
The moment she's out, it's gone.
Oh really? Like it
no
just
pain.
magically gone.
The pushing no more.
Yeah.
No more. Yeah.
No, but it can feel sometimes like the contraction like a bit or something. No.
Just relief.
Wow.
Once it's out, it's out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Or is it also because of the love that you feel when she came out?
I don't know about the love at that moment.
Okay.
I just want to make sure she is out and that's
healthy.
it.
But then how about like after the childbirth? Like I've heard about like, for example, postpartum depression and then all that stuff. Do you go through that as well?
I thought I would have, but I didn't. So
Oh.
I'm lucky. Then I do know of friends who experienced that. I'm not able to describe what happened. But it can be very demanding on the family because these are emotion that is suicidal.
Oh.
That can harm the mother and the child. So a lot of understanding and collaboration and support need to come in. So the good thing is, I think it's momentary. It can recover. At the end of the day, it's still support.
And there are like a few avenues to kind of like help the mother get through all this also, right?
Yeah, it's communication. So we need to listen, right? When the wife has some emotion, we shouldn't take it lightly. We should like talk a bit more, maybe seek some professional help. I hope whoever is going through can have the kind of support that they need. I'm lucky that I don't have, so yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so we talked about like a lot of different factors that come into the consideration of having kids or not, whether it's emotional or physical. So now, do you have like advice to the Gen Zs or like us who are like considering whether we should have kids in the future?
For me, I would think that having children is individual choice. It is already very pressurizing for whoever is married not having children. they face a lot of question, pressure from family and sometimes themselves. So whatever the decision, I think we as friends, as family during Chinese New Year or whatsoever, be supportive, give them space and privacy. When the children come, we will all be very happy. If it doesn't come, we don't give them extra unnecessary pressure. Yeah, it can means that endless nights of crying why I don't have. These are things that we don't see. Yeah, and regarding the Gen Z, like double income, no kids, right? It can be a form of love, self-love as well. Yeah, so I think there's nothing wrong against whether we want to have children or not. It's just personal choice. Yeah.
Eventually, it is something that we all, it's a decision that we all make for ourselves. It's kind of individual choice rather than something that is enforced by like society or family.
Yeah. Does that mean that if the person have a child, we're going to help take care? Right.
But what do you think about the impact of social media in all of this?
I do think that some of the social media that is spreading now, like they ask question like 结婚有什么好? What's the good of all these kind of influence more or less will have some impact in our social context. Then again, like I say, it's very individual how we filter the news, how we embrace the information that's coming to us. We can exercise our own judgment as to what is the best for us and our family. And this kind of thing is not one person decide, it's two person, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Still need to communicate with the spouse and all that.
And it can change. Maybe situation change, then she become top 1%. Then,
then next time suddenly I see you with a kid.
She may not have one, she may have 2 or 3 together.
Yeah,
Which means I'm already real rich.
Yeah. Then I will deposit my kids with you.
I'll just like throw my money.
Yeah, like because usually I don't know why, but sometimes like when people around me say they don't want to have kids, then suddenly they turn up with like 1 or 2 kids. It's like really famous last words. Like I don't want to have kids, so it's really famous last words. Yeah, but eventually like I agree with what Amy mentioned. It is all like a choice that we all make individually, and yeah. So for Yuhan, right? Do you think it's a deal breaker if your partner wants kids? Because you don't want kids from now, right?
Yes. Actually, I've talked about this situation, this topic with my boyfriend before. And yeah, we make a deal that we all don't want kids, and his family also okay with that. But if one day he suddenly turns to me and say like, how about we have a kid? I'll definitely break up with him.
Oh, really?
Because it's betray. Because it's a betray for a female, like because one of my friends, they're a couple, her boyfriend wants, like, they make a deal that we don't need a kid. So when she turns to 35 plus, her boyfriend suddenly say like, I want a kid. My mother want the kids. It's a very cruel, 残忍的，因为他已经35 years old， 他的身体在 give birth to a kid, it's very risky， 很危险，因为妈妈年龄越大，生宝宝危险就越大 ，right? Yeah.
But he also cannot really do anything about it because it's the girl that's giving birth. Yeah. Wow.
So just break up.
Oh, but they actually really just broke up. Oh, okay. Interesting. But for me, I think it's more of like a deal breaker if the guy is not really open to want or not want to have kids. I think if it's like a certain, because like what you mentioned also, like having kids and not having kids, sometimes it might change. Yeah, so eventually, like for me, as long as we are open to it now and then we see the circumstances in the future, then we can have kids if we are blessed with them lah. Yeah, so that's for my stance. But last time, was it a deal breaker for you as well if let's say your partner did not want to have kids?
I happen to have partner that like to have
like
kids.
kids.
Yeah, yes. So I would think that whether the person want to have kid or not, right, is very critical when the children arrive. It is better to not to have kid than to have kid to parent that doesn't want them.
Oh yes, because it's more selfish in a sense.
It's more painful for the child, more painful for the parent.
What if some parents, they think that having children is like an investment for the future. It's like if you grow older, then they can take care of you and stuff. What do you think of it?
That one will fall along the line of filial piety for my case. If I were to view that, I think as a child, I should provide for my parents. Especially now I have my own daughter, I know how much they sacrifice. If they have no children, I think they can live in a bigger house. They can have more money for retirement. They can go for more holiday. These are things they sacrifice. So when I grow up, they may not ask money from me, but it is a token that I give them some money, and then as and when bring them go out if I can afford, then buy something that they like to eat. Spend time with them on the weekend, go see them, bring them out with the grandchildren, that kind of thing. Yeah, so it falls into a category of filial piety, not so much on I have a child, then they will take care of me. I would think that I believe Wesley will also want to take care of me. Because she loves me. Just like I want to take care of my parents. So it's not so much I give birth to a child so that they can take care of me when I'm old. It may come naturally to some point, but I also realize a lot of my clients are not talking this with their children. They are not asking the children to give them money because they feel that the children are also very stressed. I have a different thinking coming from a child that I would like the parent to talk to the children. I would like my parents to talk to me when they need it, so that I feel that I'm wanted. I am somebody trusted by them to share their sorrow, share their worry. Not all the worry they swallow themselves and then bottom up and then I don't know. So if they need it, I want them to tell me. If I can provide, I want to be the provider. So I encourage parents to talk to their children, their grown-up children, if they need something. And then when the children give them, accept it. It's their token. They feel love when their money is being accepted by the parent. I felt this way. I feel that when I give my parents something, if they receive it happily, I feel the joy. But if I give them something, they say, why you spend money again? Why anyhow buy? I feel like, I purposely bring, then you still say like that.
Yes. I agree. Okay, so now we have come to the end of this podcast, and we have talked about like the many different things that comes to mind when it comes to like talking about whether we should not or should have kids. And I'd like to thank Amy as well for coming down to this podcast to share her insights. So see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.